for being late. My intention here is to cover as many of your questions as I can and to tell you a few things that I intend to do as your next governor. I grew up here. I've worked in the community before I ever ran for office. I lived in Northern Virginia. I still live in Northern Virginia. I didn't move to Richmond when I became Attorney General. Went to school at UVA as an engineer and got my law degree at George Mason, and have done things in the community like fight sexual assault, juvenile delinquency. Big passion for me has been working with people suffering from mental illness. When I ran for the state senate in Fairfax, that was back in 2002 for the first time. I was elected 3 times to the state senate, and of course in 2009 as Attorney General. I'm the only candidate in this race who won't need on-the-job training if you elect me your next governor. I already know how Virginia government works, and I've done my homework over the know that your governor already knows how Virginia government.
Add that to the list you just created.
I'm going to talk about 3 main issues real quickly, because I said I'm going to get to your questions. The first is taxes, and I'm really just going to do a comparison because we're late and behind schedule, and I want to respect your time. I've proposed an economic plan that will grow 58,000 new jobs by reducing the which would be the most competitive rate among over 40 states that have a business income tax. If we got down to that level, I'm going to talk in a moment about our neighbor North Carolina on that point. But we pay for it by slowing down the growth to a little below 3.5%, and by eliminating 1/6 of our tax credits and exemptions and loopholes in our system. And economists rate that as growing 58,000 new jobs. Now, it's important for you to understand that I'm the only candidate in the race with a specific plan to grow jobs in Virginia. I don't doubt that everybody running would like to see more jobs in Virginia, but I'm the only one who's laid out a specific plan. And one thing I would note for you about this race,
All right, buddy.
can those of you watching right now think of one detailed plan that Terry McAuliffe has told you about in TV ads or anywhere else you've seen him, that he's explained how he's going to pay for?
Quick.
No, I can't either. He hasn't done that. He talks all the time about platitudes. He says we're talking about education, we're talking about taxes. Well, that's true. And then he makes a lot of spending promises. I'm the only one with a definitive plan. That's a major difference between us. My plan would lower an average family of 4's taxes about $700 a year, and the spending he has promised, new government spending to grow your state government, would raise your taxes about $1,700 per family of 4. So $1,700 per family of 4 more with Terry, or $700 lower with me, and 58,000 new jobs. The second issue is Obamacare. I was the first one in the country to fight it because I believed it was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court ruled that we were right on 3 out of 4 of the smaller government arguments under the Constitution, but they upheld the law, and so it's still the law now. But one of the things that we have to decide as a state is, are we going to expand it under Obamacare? We have the Medicaid expansion question, which is the single largest budget decision that the next governor will make, is whether to support or oppose expanding Medicaid under Obamacare.